All right, welcome back, everyone. So we're going to be diving into our Q&A. Patricia is here with me, and as always, we always like to have fun whenever we do these things. Patricia,
Hello, everybody. We are
so
going to have a blast tonight.
yeah, so we're going to be covering, we're going to be doing a reaction of the video that we just released on Monday. It's titled, it's basically about the fact that CNN has been playing the hypocrite all this time. Okay, so we're going to play it. Some of you have seen it. Some of you are here to watch this live stream because we're going to be doing Q&As. We're going to be reading the comments from that video because a few of you have left comments. And while we're here on the live stream, you can leave your own comments. All right. So we're just going to hit play. Okay. And then we're going to jump in. Now, at the end of this segment, after we're done reacting to this video, we're going to be transitioning to the backup channel, which is now our live stream channel or the live channel. That's where we're going to be continuing the conversation around Greenland. Trump ripped the EU. He ripped NATO and all of their their relatives a new one during his speech at Davos today. We're going to take a look at it and then maybe look at a few other things. Europe sent a few troops. It turns out that we're just a handful of soldiers to do what?
Something like 24 of them.
Oh, jeez. It's We're going to talk about it during that segment, so let's not go there. So here's the video that we released on Monday. Remember to send your thoughts, your comments, your reactions, and don't forget to like the video. Okay, it helps us out a whole lot. Put up heart emojis. Send a signal. It's like a bat signal to everyone else out there who's just like you, who enjoys this content and needs to see it. So let's jump right in.
He's going to be processed. They're going to fingerprint him, ask him questions, and there's a whole process that goes into place before anyone is deported back, including seeing a judge.
I have not seen CNN cover who some of those individuals are. An individual from Ecuador who murdered his 3-month-old son. An individual who is perpetuating human slavery and human trafficking, child pedophiles. Why does the media not talk about that?
Have you ever watched a news report and gotten a weird sense of deja vu? Not just the feeling that you've heard the story before, but that you remember it being told in a completely different way. The same facts, same events, but a totally different narrative. Today, we're looking at one of the most glaring examples. In 2016, under one presidential administration, CNN presented ICE raids as necessary police work. Then, just a couple of years later, under a different administration, the exact same kinds of operations were being framed as terrifying government overreach. The tactics didn't change, the laws didn't change, so what did? To really get this, we have to go back to a specific CNN report from May 31st, 2016 with Barack Obama in the White House. It was an exclusive titled "A Day with ICE in the Sanctuary City of Chicago." A reporter, Pamela Brown, was given incredible access. She put on a bulletproof vest and rode along with an enforcement team on pre-dawn raids. Her opening line says it all.
Just before the sun rises in the Windy City, Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents fan out across Chicago to arrest criminals in the U.S. illegally.
The frame is set right away. These are cops going after bad guys.
Narcotics trafficking. He's also been arrested for DUI. We also may be attempting to criminally prosecute this individual because he was previously removed from the country, which is a federal.
Right, so
I'll tell you what. Arrested a guy for a DUI. Going to send him out of the country.
this was under Obama, guys.
Yes.
And
You remember the cages Obama built and filled up on the border. But he only deported 2.5 million people. But more than that entered the country. That's what they didn't tell people.
Okay, now those were the same cages that AOC had that famous crying spell of hers, where she's crying in front of the cages that Trump is putting children in. Obama put those children in those cages.
Yep.
Okay, I paused the video at this point because we keep hearing from clowns on mainstream media, especially the likes of Don Lemon, who say that crossing the U.S. border illegally isn't a criminal offense; it's a civil offense. Well, this is under CNN, and the ICE officer who was essentially responsible for this ride along says that the person that they were targeting had repeatedly crossed the U.S. border illegally, and it was a federal felony. He didn't
Yep.
call it a civil offense. So, I don't know why they chose to blatantly lie. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. James is refusing to go to bed. I don't know why they are refusing to simply tell the truth. As far as they're concerned, every lie they tell in order to make Trump look bad is justified because it's Trump. But we have the receipts that this is what they did.
Well, one of the things is that they don't want people to know that there are actually on the books immigration laws that are very specific about if you cross the border illegally, what will happen. There is a first time cross, a second time cross, and
Mm.
a third time cross. And each one of them carry a different sentence.
Whoa.
There is a $50 fine for a first time cross. And if you're really bad, you can spend up to 6 months in jail. No, it's 30 days in jail. Second cross, $500 fine. And that's when you can get hit with 6 months. With those two first ones, there's also, I think, the first time cross is a 2-year ban on you being able to apply to come back legally. Second time offense is a 10-year ban
Mm.
before you can apply to come back legally. The third time you cross, you can be put in prison for up to a year, and then you have a lifetime ban. You can never come back to America. And that's how the immigration law is set up for illegal aliens. There are specific sentencing that goes with it.
Yeah.
The judge has got the say so on whether um, you pay the fines and spend time in jail. Most of the time, they just say deport them.
Yeah. And no one complained when Obama was doing it. So now
Yep.
they're screaming their heads off because Trump is doing it. So let's move. Let's see how much further we can go. Then we'll jump into the comments because we have some comments, to respond to from people who have seen this video. Remember to leave your comments in the chat. We will be reading the chat as well. All right. So this tends to happen when we play large videos on the live stream. So let's see if we can get that back and then see how much further we can go. We're going to just do a quick run and
He's going to be
then-
processed. They're going to fingerprint him.
All right, so that's not working. So sorry, guys. We're going to have to stop here and jump into the comment section and the chat. But everything else that we have is on the video. It's already live on the channel, so you can go ahead and watch that. So we're going to just skip over to the chat. Now, we found we found a photo today. It turns out that the excuse me, I'm trying to see if I can find that photo. So it turns out that the person who mainstream media today is attacking and calling a Nazi, okay, was he was the guy responsible for Obama's success at deporting so many illegals. All right. I want you guys to take a nice long look at this glorious picture. Okay. And you have Obama putting a medal on Tom Homan's chest. Okay. So
Duh.
so here's what this post says. It says Barack Obama's ICE chief received an award for 920,000 removals. Donald Trump's ICE chief was called a Nazi. It's the same person.
I'm
It's
hoping.
the same person. Okay. So the insanity that of what we're seeing here, and it's stuff like this. Okay. This is the stuff that makes us just cringe and wonder to ourselves, do these people think that we're stupid? Okay. They actually think that you and I are stupid. Okay. So I just wanted to show you that because it's the same guy. Most of the officers in ICE that are working today are the same people who've been working in ICE for over 10 years. The same guys. So how does it feel for those guys
No.
to one day be called heroes simply because Obama is in office? And then suddenly they're being called the Gestapo because Trump is in office. All right. So how do they feel? Sometimes I wonder that. So let's read the chat very quickly. Okay, let's read the chat. So um uh double LL171 says, because all these nations are all these stations are either paid by the left or the right, and the American people are stuck in the middle. Okay, so essentially the question is, why is it that they lie so much? So they're either paid by the left or the right. So that's what he has to say about that. Patricia, do you agree, disagree?
I tell you what, this is the ultimate. See what we did, but if somebody else does it, we're going to destroy your character, call you every name in the book. And how dare you do that?
There was a scene on that video where ICE arrested the wrong person,
Yep.
and CNN was covering it. And do you know what CNN said? Oh, man, this is a high pressure job. Mistakes like this happen, are bound to happen. But when it happens under Trump, oh, see, look, they're after all the black and brown people. They want to make America white again. That's
That'd be kind of hard to do. We've intermingled too much.
um. So the next comment from
I would be
Bill,
deported.
huh?
Yes, they would deport me. I'm a Heinz 57. We've got almost every nation in the world covered in our ancestry: Hispanic, English, French, German, and Spanish,
Yeah,
and Italian. Maybe my native heritage would keep me planted on American soil under their
maybe.
guidelines. Are
Okay,
there any true breeds left on the world?
I'm not sure there are. Um, let's see. Jahenry too says why? Because CNN hates everything Trump does, no matter what
I
it
bet it
is.
is.
Yeah, so that was a comment that came in a few hours ago. Um, let's see. Blindenberg's music 4623 says good report. Well, thank you, Blindenberg's music. Try saying that 5 times. Intergalactic Wrangler, if you're in the chat or if you're watching, say hi. He says people need to see how two-faced CNN is and our politicians. Thank you for sharing the evidence. Yeah, we're going to do our best to present more of evidence-based commentary where we're bringing the receipts. It takes some work, but we'll do our best to continue bringing up the receipts. And then finally, Prog Base 56 says, thanks for a common sense perspective. I am an almost 70-year-old white man. I appreciate and respect your coverage. It's a shame that we can not get such news from American news outlets. News in parentheses. They all want to push some sort of propaganda. We have still never been able okay, we have still never been told the truth about JFK, RFK, or Martin Luther King Jr. Not to even mention the Las Vegas shooter and so many more.
Mm-hmm.
They are hiding our government's own involvement. The CIA and most every other institution here in America is owned by whoever actually holds the purse strings. 90% over our Congress and representatives have abdicated their responsibility for the
Money.
money they can get. Greed tops everything. God will have to move for things to improve. Once again, thank you.
100% agree with you.
Now that was a long one, but these are the kinds of comments that Patricia used to post. She'll go into the comments and write me like, and I'll be reading and reading, and I'll be so happy. All right, so comments like this make me really happy. So thank you, ProgBase56. What a lovely comment. So guys, if you're watching, let's know what you think about, yeah, I mean, the video. Have you seen it? Have you watched it, or is all you've seen of the video just what we played? Let's know in the comment section, okay, in the chat. Now, Patricia, do you have any final words? Because we're about to transition over to Greenland. We're about to talk about Greenland and the embarrassment, okay, that essentially the European leaders had to go through when Trump showed up. When Trump was still over, you know, on this side, they were all making their speeches and rattling their sabers, and he shows up and they're all meekly listening to Daddy Trump. So we're going to talk about that. But what do you have to say about this before we transition?
About the ice,
Yes, ICE.
I'll tell you what, anytime a Democrat comes out against something and accusing the Republicans of doing bad with it, so all you got to do is go on Google and do a search of that topic before Trump took office. And there ain't no telling what you're going to see pop up
Yeah.
that the Democrats have already done. When they were accusing Trump of being in Putin's back pocket, I was sitting there thinking there was a picture of Hillary with this stupid looking red button for reset. Trump didn't send Putin a red button. And I'm going, what in God's name did they think people would say? Because we knew what Obama was. He was a communist in disguise.
Yeah.
His brother was living in China. Now, why was his brother in China?
Hmm.
And I mean, the deals he made with China, he traveled to China a heck of a lot. Heck of a lot. I think he traveled there more than any president before him.
Hmm.
Probably even more than Bill Clinton did. And I said, you've got to look at it from, did the Democrats do that when they mentioned something?
Yeah.
Because more than likely there was something involved there. That's like Obama said, oh, there was no scandals while I was in office. Yeah, right.
Droning American citizens. I think that's a big one.
Fast and Furious was the worst. Military grade weapons sold to drug cartels in Mexico.
Okay, pause. Now this is where we switch over to the backup channel. Now, if you don't know where the backup channel is or what it is, I'm gonna be sharing. Oh, jeez. Um, I'm gonna be sharing the instructions here. So uh, go over to YouTube if you're not on YouTube, and then search for Real Crossroads Live, and then you'll be able to join us. We're continuing the live stream there, where she's going to tell you more about the Fast and Furious, and then we will jump into Greenland. Okay. So, as always, thank you for joining us. Smash the like button. It sends a signal to YouTube to let them know that this is some good stuff and more people like you should see it. We have to cut this short here because of the algorithm on the main channel, but we're still live streaming on the backup channel, Crossroads Live, and we're live streaming on Kick, Twitch, and on Rumble. So thanks for joining us here on the main channel, and then we're switching over to the backup channel. Thank you so much. Patricia, you want to say good night to the
Good
main
night,
channel?
everybody.
Good night.
See you
All right.
over at Real Crossroads Live. Yes.
Yep. All right. So we're heading out. So see you